have all been taken away. Okay? 1/3.
Did you look at the, are we on verse 18?
Yeah.
13. What did you see? I noticed something here. The blast of the trumpets of the 3 angels.
3 men.
So is that talking about 1, 2, 3, or is that talking about the blasting of
Our book
remaining.
is
3 remaining. Yeah. Remember, we've only got to the 4th trumpet so far.
Right.
We got
Okay.
5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
The 3 remaining are going to be really bad. Really bad. We're going to spend some time
All
on
our
that.
Bible says, which are yet to sound.
Oh, okay.
Now I wanted to bring in something here so we don't lose sight of it. How many different groups of people, classes of people are in the tribulation? Okay. What are the 2 you think?
Saved and unsaved. Always has been, always will be.
Say all the things.
I don't think that's what you're looking for.
Well, over the spread of things, I agree with you, but they happen in different ways. There are believers, Gentile and Jew, that very early, and some of the commentators say tribulation doesn't start immediately after the rapture. We don't know the period of time. There may be a period of time before the tribulation actually starts, but it's a short time. Okay. Regardless, in my mind, there's going to be people who come to know the Lord. They go to our homes and find our homes are empty, and then they remember something we said. Okay, they're not going to be the ones that have the delusion that God puts on them because they rejected God at this point. There's going to be others. There's going to be Jews that also remember, but because of their beliefs, they didn't accept. But they're going to accept when we disappear. There's going to be, so they talk about one class of people immediately that are going to become saved, and then there's going to be the other ones that become saved during the tribulation period. They kind of split those 2 up a little bit.
Are they all martyred or not?
No. No.
Some are, some aren't.
Yeah, there's a group that gets taken up. There's a group that goes right into the millennium.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So not all of them die. And that's the group that believe.
Yeah. But those are the ones probably saved more towards the end of the millennium.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There might be some. We're not talking many years here.
Yeah.
And I'm still questioning the mark on the forehead. I mean, it says the 12 tribes, but I don't know. Okay, so anyway, there is some interest in the different classes, and but it talks about more the rejecting group, the ones that reject God. Now, and before we get done in Revelations, we're going to find out they're the ones that become very hostile to the rest of us. They're going to become very hostile. You can see that in chapter 9, verse 20. Chapter 11, verse 10. They're going to rejoice at killing the 2 prophets that God sent. Do you know how they're going to rejoice? It said they're going to give gifts to each other. What does that sound like?
Christmas.
Do you think they're going to celebrate Christmas? So maybe they're going to change Christmas to celebrating the massacre of the 2 saints.
The killing of the 2 saints. When does that take place?
It's towards the end.
I mean, of the tribulation. Okay.
Yeah.
The 2 saints?
Yeah, somewhere in that last 3.5 years, I think.
Is that the saints or the witnesses? Is that one and the same?
There's 3.
2 witnesses?
2 witnesses are
2
not the
witnesses.
saints.
They're
Oh,
not the
okay,
saints.
different.
They're different.
Yeah.
The saints are the general population, but these come out of heaven. And a lot of speculation about those because...
But those are killed midway through, right?
Yeah, somewhere after the midpoint, or
Yeah.
close to the midpoint.
But they're lifted up.
Right. They lay on the street for 3 days and then they rise.
Right. And we'll get to that in a later chapter. And it also makes it clear they will start They will become worshipers of the Antichrist, and they will become drunk, as I talked a minute ago. Drunk, they're referred to as drunk, as with wine in their own thoughts. They'll create their own little realm of reality. Okay. Okay. End of chapter. Yeah. Okay.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, let's talk a little bit before I go into chapter 9. Bring it up. Yeah, I wanted to show you, let me show you this little Babylon video. I told you there was a soldier, a Marine, did a little video clip. This is Babylon today. Okay, troops are over. And it's Iraq. And remember we were talking about Hussein had likened himself to the new Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. Oh, doesn't like that. Okay, let me see. Kind of like that. Huh.
Go down to the bottom, it should bring a screen up, bottom left of the picture. Should be able to click on that and get it to go into video mode. Double click.
It's not a video, it's a,
Still?
Slide through?
no, there we go. I'll just click on the screen. The guy's talking about they boarded a C-130. It may be hard for you to read. After an hour of flying at 115 degree temperature. Okay, this is what they saw. Okay, stage 53, smooth ride.